up and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm wearing this fall sweater and I wanted to show it off because you can't really see it. This literally gives me Selena Gomez vibes, like her little 80s music video. Not 80s, but like, you know, in the coloring in the bedroom, they're like, I'm trying not to give in to you. No, it's not even that song. I don't even know. You guys know what song I'm thinking about. She's like riding the bicycle through the mountains. I thought, why not show like my fall favorite things? And this is more of like what I like right now and things that you would think that like aren't fall favorites, but they are to me. But I do want to start off with palettes because I have 3 palettes that I want to talk about. And I am obsessed with all 3 of them. They're the ones that I've been going back and forth through and I feel like they're very great for fall. Before you even ask, yes, there's a lot of Colourpop in here. If you don't like Colourpop, then like probably don't watch the video, but obviously my favorites are going to be things that I use a lot, and Colourpop tends to be, you know, a brand who I use a lot and I love. So I have been dying over the So Jaded palette because I feel like this is definitely a year-round palette. Like, definitely has so many great colors in it. But these guys, like right here, like these 3, like this whole row, like this whole second row down, dying over, and then like skip the next row, which like they're still fall colors obviously, and this row. Like I have been living for these 2 rows. I am just like, they are the best fall colors. Like I just want to like do fall makeup all the time. If you've never purchased a palette from Colourpop, I would definitely purchase this one. Like even if you don't know who Kathleen is, which I'm sure everybody knows who Kathleen is, but there's just so many great looks you could do with this. I feel like some people see this palette, and I was one of them who, when I first saw that, I was like, is that a rainbow? I don't really do rainbow eyes. But when I saw it, I was like, what am I supposed to do with that? Like, I was very concerned because I didn't know what to do. But these colors are all so muted. If you really look at it, like, it's not a rainbow. I thought it was going to be, like, very, like, rainbowy. And you're obviously not going to use every single color with every look. I tend to feel like when people buy big palettes, they're like, I have to do one look with all these colors. That's impossible. But, like, it's not. Or maybe that's just me and I'm losing my mind. But this has been my favorite. My next favorite has been the actual fall palette that Colourpop came out with, which was the Whatever one from their Call It Whatever collection. These colors scream fall. I did my entire eye look with these colors. And I think I used like one color from the Kathleen palette, like right in the center. I used that, the Smoky Quartz, because I love that in my inner corner. Videos on both of these collections with swatches and everything. And then on my Instagram, I have a highlight story that's called Swatches. You guys can see those. Probably easier than watching a whole video. Me talking. I know some of y'all like, no, I talk way too much. But this palette has been to die for. It's like the perfect fall palette. I love her. Their palette, and it's not Colourpop. It is this Boss Babe Betty from Buxom. I have been obsessed with this palette. It is so freaking pretty. These colors, guys, I mean, like, yeah, it's very similar to the Whatever palette, but so different. They're so different. I don't know if this makes sense, but like those are shimmery and they're very poppy and like, boom, I'm here to play. But these almost feel like liquid gold. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're almost like a weird kind of shine. Like, I've been loving this. I feel like these colors are all just so great for fall. I have been switching back and forth between these 3 palettes because they just have all the great fall colors. All 3 of the lipsticks I have been loving are Colourpop. What is on my lip right now is a color that I've been loving for such a long time, which is Tea Time, or Thyme, which is one of the Luxe lipsticks from Colourpop. This color is like the perfect fall color. It's what I'm wearing right now, you know. So freaking pretty. Like, look at it on my lips. Oh my god. Then I'm gonna laugh if these are so similar because I didn't swatch them side by side ever. Machete, definitely more red tone. Okay, good. This is a berry color too, but it's also more red tone. So I mean, they're in the same family, but this one's definitely more like berry tone, and it's so pretty. Like, I have a sweater that's literally maybe a little shades darker than this, and it just looks so pretty when I just do this and like one wing, like no eyeshadow on. I love this color. You know, I am a nude girl. I love my nudes. I've been living for this lipstick, which is Slow Down from the Shayla and Colourpop collection, because everybody said it was a dupe for Exposed by Kylie, and I don't think it's a dupe. I don't like, okay, I don't have Exposed anymore in my collection, but when I see pictures of when I was wearing Exposed, I don't think this was it. I like this way more than I liked Exposed. And I was obsessed with Exposed, but I just feel like they're so different. Like, Exposed was so much lighter than this. And this is like the perfect tone that I always wanted from it. So, I mean, it's better than it, but I wouldn't call it a dupe. And I've seen pictures of people like side by side and they look the same. But I also had like dark hair when I had Exposed. So I feel like maybe that's why it looked weird. But I don't know. It just, they didn't look the same to me. I'm crazy. I don't know. Next, we are going to move on to highlighter. I have 2 highlighters that I've been loving, but I love them together. This Fenty combo. So I bought the Diamond Veil, right? Isn't this what it's called? I bought the Diamond Bomb How Many Carats highlighter because it was such a rave and I was like, I need that. Like, that is so beautiful. I need it. It is beautiful. Like, how could I not need it? But guys, it's like a glitter. You know what this reminds me of? This literally reminds me of a Super Shock. You need to use a highlighter under it and then use it as a topper. Which I know somebody's like, you spent all that money and then you're just using it as a topper on a highlighter that's already probably good on its own. But I found a little combo that I loved. I have the Fenty Starstruck Matchstick. So it's like a highlighter stick. And this, and then this over it is like life-changing. I mean like if you like makeup, it's life-changing. If not, you're probably like, girl, what are you talking about? I can make this work on its own. It just takes a while, but I love the results. But I feel like it's so weird to say this, but I feel like this looks so amazing on camera than it actually does in person. Might be weird, whatever. Like, I've had compliments when I've used this on videos, but then in person, people are like, your highlighter just kind of looks like glitter. Do a swatch here. I'm gonna do 2 swatches. That way you guys could see them there. And then we're gonna use this guy on top. Weird, because like, you see that? Like, okay, I might be insane if you guys cannot see that. But this is the one that has the highlighter over it. And this is just the highlighter on its own. Now I'm gonna swatch just this alone right next to that one. But, I mean, I don't... Am I losing my mind? Maybe, but I just feel like the results of these two together are like insanely good. I'm gonna talk about a concealer, but I'm using it not as a concealer. This e.l.f. 16-hour camo concealer. Everybody loved this concealer, but sadly I did not get the shade for me. This is way too white for me. I love this to prime my eyelids. I feel like especially during the fall, we all try to go play with all those dark and burgundy colors that end up staining our eyelids. So you guys are probably like, what can we do to avoid that? A really good concealer that you could just like put all over your lid, and I love this. If you guys have seen me do my makeup or anything in vlogs or something like that, you'll see that I'm always priming my lids with this instead of like a primer. I think I used a primer one when like primer potion was a thing from Urban Decay. Is that still a thing? I don't know. I've been loving this for my eyes, but then concealer that I actually like for actual under eyes has been this Revlon one. It's the Revlon Candidate Photo Ready. I'm pretty sure I've mentioned this a couple of times. I love it because it has a yellow tone and it just helps, like, you know, clean out everything. It just helps conceal everything under my eyes. And this kind of concealer, a yellow tone one, I feel like it makes, like, you can't tell that I'm not wearing like there's not no harsh lines of concealer. And I feel like when you use a too white of a concealer, you see that, especially for somebody like me who doesn't wear foundation. If we're talking about not wearing foundation, I have been loving this Banana Bright face primer from Kendricks. Now I know this is a makeup primer, but Sis is not using this as a primer. I'm not even using this in my skincare. I am just using this when I don't wear makeup, just kind of like as a base. Like, yes, I'm using it kind of like primer, but not really primer. It's just kind of like a base, even everything out, and then like I'm not wearing makeup. Like, even some days when I don't wear makeup, like, ooh, let me add this to this. I love the way this just kind of evens your skin tone out and just makes you feel a little more confident, just like going out in no makeup. Moving on to just skincare products. Who is ready for a story time? I don't even know if I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this. I love Drunk Elephant. I feel like they've really changed my skincare game. I just have a story to tell you guys. It's gonna sound so weird and so crazy. So I had been using the same products, the same everything on my skin for the longest time. I didn't buy anything new. This was the only thing that I got. Where's the thing? This is the only thing that I tried new. This is the La La face cream, but the new one, the one with ceramides, 6 rare African oils. I tried this cream and I was like, ooh, my face is killing it. I love it. And then all of a sudden, this started to irritate my face, especially like this area of my skin. And I was like, that's so weird. And I felt like my skin just started stinging. I was like, that's weird. But then, like, I'm used to some products doing that. I'm like, I'm just gonna deal with it, you know? You gotta love my skin. I didn't spend 60 bucks on this for you not to go with my skin. Like, you guys are gonna become best friends. It's kind of like when your parents force you to be friends with your cousins. Not friends with your cousins, but you know, like, you're kind of stuck with them, you know? That's kind of how I felt like this was, you know? Like, I'm gonna be stuck with you. I did not waste my money, and I'm not that girl, guys, who returns things. If I hate something, it's going to the garbage or I'm giving it away. I've never returned a single makeup product in my entire life. Hook me up on a lie detector test. I've never done it. I just hate it. I hate the awkwardness of returning something. Like, even clothing, like, if I have to, like, genuinely return something and I can't find an owner for it, I'll give it to my mom and she'll do it for me. I hate returning things. I cringe at the idea of returning things. The only thing I've ever returned in my life that I can think on the back of my head that I was the most nervous was a hoverboard. Just even that, it was the easiest process ever, but I was, like, so nervous that, like, they weren't gonna let me return it. That's not the story I wanted to tell you guys. Alright, it started to irritate this part of my skin so much, and I was like, oh my god, like, what if this is, like, doing something to my skin and I'm, like, getting an allergic reaction? And then, like, all of a sudden, should I post pictures? I'm gonna post some pictures. I had a mole right here on my skin. If you guys see the last beauty video I did, you'll see it on there. It was a clear mole. I've had it for my whole entire life. It's just like the one on my nose, which I'm very insecure about, these and that one, so I'm so glad it's gone, which is so funny because I feel like my body is just filled with moles, and then like the two clear ones would be the ones that I would be like the most insecure about. I was like, that's so weird, and the next morning the mole like became so red and veiny, and I'm like, cool, so like maybe I'm just getting a pimple over this mole. Like, it's normal, like it's happened to this mole, like I've had a pimple like so close to it, and I'm like, maybe that's just it. And then the next day it got kind of scabby, and I'm like, weird, yeah, that's not a pimple, because the pimple would be like red and then it would hurt, and I was like, I'm just not gonna do anything to it. So I didn't do skincare that whole day. And then that night it got like so scrapey, and I kind of like, I have a tendency to like pick at things, so I kind of picked at it, kind of like cut through a little bit, and it started to bleed, and like the scab just kind of like came off, and I was like, that's not normal. But then like again a new scab came through, and I was like, it's probably just a pimple, like I'm gonna be stuck with this thing forever, no big deal. And then I had like something stuck in my eyelash, and I took my glasses off, and as I took my glasses off I went like this. I didn't scrape it, I'm being completely honest, you know, Scout's honor, and it just fell off, and it was like the mole like fell completely off, and I was like, she's gone? Like, what do you mean? And then like this was the only thing that I changed in my skincare, and like I saw some people saying that it was very irritating to them. I've seen videos of a lot of people saying that Drunk Elephant products in general make their skins very irritated, and then like they're fine afterwards, which like is so weird because I was not the skincare gal like a couple of years ago, and I feel like I found my love into skincare thanks to Drunk Elephant. So like it was just so weird. It's such a weird situation. I don't know what to do. I forgot to tell my doctor when I went, because I've had that mole for my entire life. So that's like when I'm like, because you know, you'll get like, I mean like some people get like bumps in their faces and they like fly off, or like skin tags, but this was a genuine mole that I've had for like my whole entire life. So I was like, I mean, can I just put that on the nose one and you can go away too, because I'm so down. It's weird. I mean, I don't mind it. I'm happy it's gone. Thank you. I feel like most people would freak out, run to the doctors, but I'm just like, I mean, if you did that, like, thanks. And then like afterwards, like my skin wasn't irritated. She loves this. I just wanted to throw that story in. I know some people were like, did you get your moles removed? And I was like, no, don't you think I would have done 7, 6, 20, and 9 and like the whole constellation, because we already know that my moles look like the constellation. I literally have Orion's belt and like the freaking Big Dipper on my arm. Like I have so many moles. So like I would have got rid of the whole constellation if that would have been the case, but it's just like, I mean, I like my moles. It's just the 2 clear ones that I hate, but it's just so weird. Me and my friend Melissa were literally like, that is like the weirdest thing ever. Like we don't get it. So then I have 2 more Drunk Elephant products, which I'm already making my list for the next Sephora VIP sale. This next product costs $90, and I want to die because I'm gonna get it because it's that good. I hate when I find products that are so freaking good but so expensive. Like, okay, the Marc Jacob ones, I'm like, not even worth it. This, I'm like, so worth it. But this is the TLC, the Framboos Night Serum. Those other words are too big for me. But this guy, oh my god, so good. Like, I don't even know what's in this, but my skin has never felt so much better. It feels so good and so fresh and so clean. Bronzer, the Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. And I have a big one of this, but I don't know exactly where I did. I think it's in my bathroom. But this under my base of my makeup. I know it's fall. You guys are probably like, you don't need this for fall. But this has been a game changer. Like, literally my skin did not burn in Hawaii. And it's just been so good. Like, I live in California. All the pollution's out there. Like, this is it. Yes, this has a little bit of a tint to it, but it's nothing crazy. Like, I feel like so many people think they're scared of using this because, like, it's crazy. Like, I'm wearing it under my skin right now. You can't tell. And I'm not wearing anything under my skin. I like to think of skincare like a little cocktail. So I mix this in with, like, my face cream and, like, with other things. I'm not just going to be like, ooh, let me just put this on myself, which I have, and it doesn't do anything crazy of a drastic of a difference. But just like saying, like, if you are super fair, like more than me, and you're like, this is gonna make me look weird, then definitely mix this in with like a moisturizer. But this is the 4th Ray Beauty Skin Hero Face Oil. Literally, look at how much I've used, and a little goes a long way. I only use like 2 drops a day. Right after I take my whole makeup off, I just apply this everywhere, and I haven't broken out in so long. So I don't know if it's the not using foundation, not using too many products, doing skincare, what it is, but I feel like we gotta give a big, you know, Oscar, Grammy, whatever you approve of this. I want to try more of their face oils because I feel like this guy has been literally a hero. Like, it's called Skin Hero. It's been a hero. Like, where is she breaking out? Exactly nowhere. So last beauty favorite, a perfume. I just got this one not that long ago. I've had like, what, like a month, 2 months? No, a month, not that much. Using this guy, this is the, I can't pronounce it, but by Dolce & Gabbana. So Kathleen Lights recommended this perfume, and she literally was like, if you're a Libra, you need this perfume. And I was like, yeah, right, like I would never in my life buy a perfume without smelling it first, because I'm gonna hate it. I bought this without smelling it, and I love it, and I just feel like it smells so great and so different from perfumes that I'm used to, but like so sweet at the same time. I don't know, I like it. I feel like this is like the grown-up version of Andrea. Instead of being like a floral little baby, she's like a spicy floral baby. I don't know. Does that make sense? She's really good. I love it, and I am a Libra, so this is the perfect smell for a Libra. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you guys thought about it. Give me any video ideas below. I'm always like looking at your guys' suggestions. Whatever you guys want me to do, I'm gonna do it. I mean, like, don't ask me to jump off a bridge, because I'm definitely not gonna do that. But thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll talk to you pretty faces in the next one.